Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Schedule Pro Gamer. Today, as you can hear, we are doing Korean commentary on our League of Legends match. I'm going to keep it under the video because Korean commentary is awesome. So we are following Battle Royale here between the Taipei Assassins and MVP White. And yeah, we see a jungle invade here from MVP. Jungle invades are really popular nowadays because they are so effective. And well, to be honest, I haven't seen them backfire on people in quite a while. Actually, I don't think this season I've seen jungle invade that actually backfired. So yeah, there's a ward over there just to show when on both sides, just to show when the jungler is going for the red, because if the jungler is going for red on the blue team, you can go aggressive on the top lane. On the red team, you can go aggressive on the bottom lane. No, the other way around. On the blue team, if you spot the blue jungler in the bottom part of the jungle, you know that the top lane can go aggressive as the red team. That's how I wanted to say it. And the other way around, if you see the red player, as you can see now, going for the red, then the blue bottom lane can actually push as much as they want because there's not a gank incoming. Yeah, with Jarvan starting off at red, no, it's not Jarvan, it's Nocturne. With Nocturne starting off at red, yeah, they should have an easy negation of that ward. Of course, the blue team could still see that the entire red team was there, so they knew that nobody was in the jungle, and that made it safe. Oh, wow, this Korean commentary is really hurting my ears, but at least we have some background noise. So yeah, this is why that ward is there. And come on, he already flashed. They are going to grab the kill. Very nicely done. That's why that ward is there, and he's going to just steal this with his team. It may actually go to Sona, but I don't know if they want it on Sona. It may also just be on a refresh for Nocturne, and I think it wasn't a refresh on Nocturne. Well, I'm assuming he took it. And oh yeah, he just used his smite. I thought it was really quick, but he had his smite back up. Very nicely done. And that's exactly why people place that ward. Well, as I said, it's also to see where the jungler is, so you can go aggressive. I did not expect him to counter jungle there, because Mundo is very hard to counter jungle. Well, Mundo normally starts at red, that's why he's hard to counter jungle. Or that makes him even harder to counter jungle, I should say. So lots of things going off. Normally, by the way, the Koreans have a separate guy to just control the camera. That's why they never miss actions. Because the guy that controls the camera doesn't have to worry about the commentary. He just has to click on places where there's actually action going on, and he just clicks around and watches everything, and then the other guys just tell what's happening on the screen, kind of like I'm doing right now. So that is the excellent thing about the Korean commentators. They are so super professional, and they normally get a lot more done. So anyway, we see the AD carry plus support in mid for MVP, and that is a quite surprising change of pace. Of course, with the AP carry in the bottom lane, you can still push pretty hard, and you can do a whole lot. But that mid lane is under a lot more pressure, and since the mid lane is the most important lane to push and to control. Wow, this is going to be a really easy kill. So even without that ultimate for Nocturne, he still landed all of his skills and made that a very easy kill. Very nicely done. Yeah, the support can now help out the side lanes if she wants to, because normally if you're in bottom lane, you cannot really, you cannot really go top, for example. You can help out mid a little bit, but here you can actually choose which lane you want to go. If top is in trouble, then you go top, you go help there for a few moments, and then you return to mid, because Graves will be fine in mid on his own. And of course the enemy team, so the Taipei Assassins, they sent out their own support in that mid. Wow, he's actually going to make it out. Cartus does go down, and this guy is going to go down as well if they get... Oh, come on, one more. No, a very, very, very nice stun there. Wow, that was so well played. Graves running out exactly at the right time. Same goes for, I think that was Mundo. He also ran out just in time, and then the excellent run around from Tarek, not running behind the enemies, no, running to cut them off and to throw a stun in the face of the first guy that he met. Of course, the spell shield could have ruined that completely, but apparently no spell shield on what's his name? Nocturne. So yeah, spell shield would have ruined that action and would have still made it a good play, but not as good as it was now. So we have Yorick versus Gragas now up top. They switch lanes. Jarvan now in the bottom lane instead of in the top lane. Jarvan, of course, has some trouble with that Yorick, because Yorick has mainly range skills and, well, of course, a melee attack. But yeah, he can harass quite a lot with those ranged spells. And, well, Jarvan doesn't have anything to reply there. And on the other hand, the Gragas, of course, is, first of all, has a great ranged attack in his Q and E. And the E, of course, a gap closer as well. And then he has his W that adds, I believe, extra armor. Maybe armor and magic resist. But yeah, you only need armor against Yorick. And yeah, it seems that now it's Jarvan versus Ezreal, and Ezreal should come out on top. Well, with that matchup, in that matchup, it is just a matter of waiting around a little bit for Ezreal until the Jarvan comes to actually, well, try to take a minion. And then once he tries to take a minion, you take advantage of that by hitting him over the head with everything you have. And if you keep doing that, that could work out really well. So the support now in the bottom lane again. And Jarvan is still going aggressive. The jungler coming in with his ultimate, and they are going to, lose. Wow. Nocturne not saving his spell shield. He is the one guy that never should lose to, or never should die to that Karthus ultimate, because there is no skill that does that much. And even if he got stunned by Tarek there, it wouldn't have been a big deal. It was a big deal that he got, one shot there, got killed by Karthus, because feeding Karthus is way worse than feeding anyone else in this team. So they do trade 1 for 1, and the current score is a 1-4. 4 kills, of course, for our red team, who have been playing way more aggressively. And as you can see, they are keeping that up, and they keep on being aggressive. Nocturne is not going to catch up here, and it seems that MVP is fine. Well, both teams are fine now. We are 1.5k gold ahead on the red team, which is, of course, it's a pretty decent amount for this early in the game. It's about 10% of what they have. And it's a little bit more, I know that, but it's not really too big of a deal because it's still early game. And even though the research says, well, not my research, and I haven't seen a whole lot about it since then. But the research said that whoever is ahead at 12 minutes in gold, that's the one that is going to win 90% of the time. And we will see if this is one of those games. Of course, you have some outliers, so you have some games where people are even behind on the in the end when the Nexus falls, and they still win because of some huge play mistakes on the enemy team. Because if you get aced in the late game, you pretty much lose instantly, and that is because yeah, in the late game the kill times for turrets are just ridiculously low. You just instantly kill a turret with 2 guys or 3 guys. And yeah, therefore you can push turret inhibitor, turret nexus in basically one ace with 3 guys or so. And so if you have your entire team up, then they pretty much instantly lose from whatever position you are at that moment. So it seems that they are preparing for a big gank in the bottom lane because they want to go for this dragon. And well, red team actually just going for it, not placing down a pink ward, not caring about anything else. They have the Gragas ultimate. Oh, they just engaged completely on the blue team, but missing a lot of the skill shots. And they are going to land 2 kills here and then run out. Yeah, Gragas gets out with virtually no HP. The blue team is still free to do, or is now free to do the dragon. But they are behind in the amount of champions there are on the map. And yeah, they are going to pick up the dragon though, because the junglers are not here. Oh, wow! Yorick actually goes down, but trades for the kill on Jarvan there. And Nocturne, yeah, he came in to smite steal that dragon. But that is not going to work because the dragon is still up. So red team now going for the dragon. They revived. They now have their Nocturne there, which is jungler of course. And while the blue team wants to make something out of this again. And smite, yes, there we go. Oh, the smite actually failed because Gragas picks up the dragon. But Gragas is still on the red team, so it doesn't matter in the end. That Gragas ultimate really split the enemy team right there, and that because of that split, they actually made it work. So they actually could drop dragon and just go for the enemies. Oh man, he got taken out, almost got taken out by that ultimate from Ezreal, but his recall still went off. So yeah, there was the ultimate, and that split the entire team, making sure that they could actually well, that Gragas could get away, and Graves gets away after his heal. A very nice pickup of 2 kills for 1 here. Actually, yeah, the Sona died. I didn't see that initially. And yeah, at this point, the blue team should just stop doing dragon. They should just start doing something else, but Yorick took way too much damage from that dragon. And yeah, he was instantly killed there. And because of that, they lost the dragon. So, yeah, no dragon timer in this one. I know there are some tournaments where they now put up a dragon timer manually. And I wish they would, well, tune down the amount of GUI we have on the screen. Oh, there's the dragon timer, 1844. So, as I said, these Koreans are on top of everything. Normally they come up with this crap, and because it is so useful to have that, and it's also useful to have a dragon counter, but they haven't thought of that yet. Wow, that was a huge fight, but nobody goes down. At least I think, no, nobody goes down. And it might still happen though. Yeah, they still get the kill. And there goes the ultimate from... Oh man, he picks up a double kill. So complete reversal on that gank. They took too much tower damage. It was too early apparently to dive. And they're going to grab a double kill here. See, the Koreans are not bad at this game. It's just that they need a little bit of practice. And once they get going, these are pretty good teams. Pretty nice play there. They just need to practice a whole lot more. The Americans and Europeans, I guess, they have been practicing on practicing this game for 2 years, and the Koreans just got in it. They just got their own server, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago maybe. But yeah, they haven't been playing at decent pings for all that time. So yeah, and if you play at 300 ping, that is not going to improve your game sense and your play in general. So yeah, the red team 1k ahead here in gold. And that is of course because of that dragon, because we are 7-7 in gold, in kills, sorry, and 1-1 in turrets. So top turret versus bottom turret was the trade, and that was of course not a big deal. Top turret and bottom turret are not a big deal. And yeah, so all in all, let's see, 116 minions on Graves versus 102 on Ezreal. And yeah, we have a little bit of a fight, but nothing is going to come out of that. Kurt is 140 versus Greg is 115, so all in all, it's kind of an equal trade, the lane switches they did. It didn't work out for them. I guess they still need to work on that a little bit. And top laners both have 100 minions, so not a big deal about or there either. And yeah, all in all, they're just equal. It's no big deal. So yeah, the early game here really revolved around that dragon, it seemed, because that one dragon snipe or dragon fight took out most of the kills, and of course it did a lot for. Oh man, how did you miss that spell shield? 3 spells coming his way, and then he misses all 3 and then puts up the spell shield. Well, Ezreal only has 3 spells, so he doesn't have anything to do with a 4th one. You can try all you want, but blocking a 4th spell really isn't going to happen. So that was kind of a mistake of come on, Nocturne. Should have been able to land that spell shield on one of the spells. So still that 1k gold difference, which means that the farm is pretty equal, because Dragon gives you 1000 gold, and if you were still 1000 gold between you, then yeah, that means that your farm is exactly equal. Well, plus the kills may not have been worth 300, well, each, at least not, well, no, that's just true. Oh, is he going to survive? Wow, that was so close. The ultimate. Oh man. Oh man, the Korean commentators are going crazy over that ultimate. They saw it coming, and yeah, Gragas just ran into it. That was the beauty. If he just recalled, nothing would have happened. But he ran into it, and that was, yeah, that was just amazing. Everything is better with Korean commentators, man. So yeah, it seems that yeah, they're going to rewind this. Yeah, of course they're going to rewind this, because this fight was pretty good. The ultimate comes in, he immediately flashes out, which was the best thing for him to do. And then now they're going to see the Ezreal. He is going to use his ultimate, but look at it. His ultimate is completely wrong. It's not going to hit at all. And he just runs into it and hits exactly the edge of that ultimate, so the left edge, the place where he came from. So a better player would have been able to body slam out of that. So he would have been able to use his body slam to the left and got out of the way of that ultimate, but the Koreans apparently not aware of or not having the reactions necessary yet. And we have a pause, by the way, in case you're wondering what this is. In tournament games you can actually pause, or on the tournament server you can actually pause, and yeah, the pause can go on for half an hour, so we will have to see how long that is. Yeah, I'm pretty much incapable of stopping, so yeah, there we go, we are back again. Yeah, if I want to stop this, then it takes me a long, or well, not a long time, but quite a while to get back to this game, and that would mean that yeah, I either miss a part of the game or the sound and video get desynced, and that is something I do not want, because it's already hard enough to sync everything up. Because, well, I'm using 2 different recording softwares, well, 3 actually, different recordings, and trying to sync 3 recordings up, well, up to, well, at least within 1/10 of a second is pretty hard to do in the best of cases, let alone if yeah, if something happens that that screws up one of my recordings. So if I get the delay in one of the recordings, it's just, yeah, that's just the way it is. I can't fix that. That's a shame, but well, that's just the way it is. Yeah, we have the well, the game state currently here where everyone is just running around a little bit. They're preparing for the next dragon, I guess. Who got the last dragon? Because, well, I didn't really pay attention to that, but apparently the Korean commentators did. Next dragon is going to be in at the 25-minute mark. And, well, 25-22, I guess. So someone just took out the dragon like a minute ago, and I wasn't paying attention, apparently. And I don't know if they have the... No, they don't have the chat up. We would have seen something by now. So, I don't know who got the dragon. But from the money, it seems that blue team got the dragon, because they are a little bit ahead now, which means that the dragon equalized everything, and then their 2 kills kind of took them ahead. But yeah, those 2 kills, man. Especially that that Asriel kill, that was amazing. So by the way, these the Koreans normally are a little bit stricter with when you can use pauses. So you can only use pauses with equip malfunctioning, things like that. Yeah, but I don't know if this is an online or an offline tournament. With online tournaments, of course, you cannot really check what's actually happening. But yeah, normally, because this is watched live, you don't get to do whatever you want. This is Korea versus what's the other? Taipei is in China? No, oh, Taiwan. No, that's not. I was like, that's not the Chinese flag, but yeah, it is of course Taiwan. And Taiwan got their own server, Korea got their own server. So yeah, Riot apparently expecting to have a lot of following there. And I think they're right, because they are really gaming countries, and this is one of those games you can make a lot of money on. So another turret goes down for the blue team. Well, for the red team, I guess, by the blue team. And yeah, one more turret here. They're going to take down this one as well. Really nothing that the enemies can do. And bye-bye turrets. Hope you weren't too attached to that one. Yeah, 3k gold, sorry, 2k gold ahead now. little bit over 2k gold, and yeah, they're just going to have to defend without the turrets for now. They lost all of their outside turrets. So outer turrets, I guess they're called. And yeah, this turret is also almost down, so if the red team just pushes into that, they can also get a turret kill. And it would be good to actually trade that. Bottom lane, same deal. They can easily get that, so yeah, tempting to snipe that blue buff, but yeah, there was nobody there yet attacking it. Was a good opportunity for him, or a good, well, choice to try it at least. And are they going to catch this Jarvan? Yes, they are going to catch the Jarvan. What the hell was he doing there? But more of the, yeah, he was all alone. More of the red team shows up. It's never good to just walk around in your jungle if the entire enemy team is missing in a tournament game. Of course, in a solo queue it doesn't really matter, because people generally don't group up. They don't invade your jungle that much. But yeah, he was all alone, away from everyone, from his turrets, and that's just really risky. They were actually not going to get the kill, obviously, because the rest of the team reacted in time. But who got the blue? Oh, the red buff. Sorry, the red buff goes to Graves. Oh wow! So Ezreal once again showing his power here and sniping another kill. He's currently 502. He's the only one that didn't die yet. He's pretty low on minions. 167 is way too low for the current standing, because Cards is at 157. So Dragon goes down, I believe, to the blue team. See, I didn't watch, I just saw that Dragon went down. But yeah, you can see the screen. I was watching the minions here. Yeah, it seems that that we have way more minions on that Cards than on anyone else. But Graves and Gragas both have a pretty decent amount of minions. Yeah, that was an ultimate that wasn't going to do anything except wipe out the minions. So that was exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to make sure that the turret started focusing some champions, and of course, with the turret focusing down champions, you have some pretty nice damage going for you. So Gragas might have actually been able to kill someone if they stayed in, and of course they're not going to stay in because they know that the turret fire is pretty much the highest damage in the game, at least until the late game. In the late game the champions become way more dangerous than the turrets. Wow, there are a lot of wards over here. I don't know why there are so many wards for the red team. We had 3 wards in that little piece, 2 outside of the dragon pit and 1 inside. So yeah, taking out the blue ward at Baron, and that means that the blue team now doesn't know where they are. Well, they do know where they are because they ran into the lane again, but they did prepare for that Baron right there, because if you don't have any wards and all of the wards have been removed or timed out at the Baron, and if you don't have any wards at Baron, it's pretty difficult to judge when the enemy team is going for that. And with that little bush right in front of it, it is pretty easy to wait for your opponents, and because you know that they don't know where you are. And yeah, if you misjudge that, then you run into that that dragon Baron area, and you can actually get killed quite easily by the entire enemy team, and then you give away a free Baron. So it is difficult to judge that. Of course, the red team has kind of an advantage here, because they can ward from the back and see what's happening. On the other hand, the blue team can run into the front and still have an escape route, because they can run into that top part. A stun goes off on Gragas, but it's not going to do anything. Wow, lots of damage going off on the blue team here, and if Mundo dies here, that is huge. Mundo does die, and they are going to be able to pick off a whole lot of the blue team now. Cartus dies, but yeah, he picks up 1 kill. Well, not actually picks it up, but 1 kill of them goes with them, and Graves should be able to survive this. No, he goes down, but they do get the kill back. The kill does go to Tarek, so that's not the ultimate thing to happen. And it currently is 3 versus 1. And still Asriel is pushing, that's how strong he is. He is 6-0 currently. And he is just able to push against 3 opponents. Well, there were only 2 of them there. But still, 3 opponents available, and still he is the one that's aggressive. But that Gragas ultimate is going to do the damage. Just watch it. There you go, the Gragas ultimate. Look at that damage. That takes everyone almost to half HP, and then 3 of them get taken down even further by the Q from Gragas. So it's all about the Gragas here, and then the rest of the team just has to finish it. Mundo goes down instantly, and that takes away so much HP from their their ability to deal damage. And yeah, the Yorick with Asriel combo is not really good, so Yorick just ults himself. Is going to grab a kill with this ultimate. Because he's going after Graves, and as I said, the Tarek is going to get the kill. But still, he made that work. Yeah, the Yorick Asriel combo doesn't really work, because Asriel normally goes for Trinity Force, needs his skills to do damage. And if you, for example, go Graves or Vayne, Vayne is even better. But if you go a real AD carry instead of a spellcaster like Asriel, Yorick's clone will actually do a lot more. And now it just doesn't do a whole lot when you ult Asriel. So he's going to ult himself probably every time. Although ulting Cartus would also be good. Because Cartus can... oh no, never mind. Cartus cannot turn on the AoE on that clone, of course. But yeah, he does get to live a little bit longer, and the longer Cartus lives, the more damage he's going to do. And wow, huge engage here. And Yorick once again dies. But, well, they pick up a kill back, and they may actually be able to catch more. Wow, 2 kills here. No, only 1 kill for that Cartus ultimate. And yeah, they do get another kill on Sona, but it goes to Tarek once again. But wow, that Gragas got out at 10 HP once again. So even though there's a ward here, they're still going for it. Yeah, of course they do have an Oracles on that Tarek. But Tarek now has 2 kills in the last 2 fights. And of course, that's going to pay off for him. He has level 5 boots, by the way, which you never see on Tarek, because there's nothing he needs to do to be close to his enemies. He normally wants to keep the Shatter aura up, because it prevents way more damage than it does. And yeah, the only thing he has to do is his stun, but yeah, I wouldn't buy level 5 boots just for the stun. I would buy Shirelias for the stun and get level 2 boots with, for example, Tenacity. Would be way better. Although against this team, tenacity, not really that strong. I guess against this team you would go, I don't know, cooldown boots or something like that. I don't know. Team is pretty spread out. So the Baron comes up at 40 minutes apparently, 39.50. And the Dragon, we don't have a Dragon timer anymore. Man, these Korean commentators, I don't understand anything they say, but it's just great to hear that. Well, they recognize the moments when things may become tense. They don't recognize yet, and they will in time when they do more of these matches, but they don't recognize yet when something is an actual good situation for one of the teams or not so much. But it doesn't matter, it's all about the energy, man. The energy of these Korean commentators is going to be huge, or is just huge. And if you just want to see the Korean commentators, I will put up a game, the game there, I think just with the Korean commentators. I don't know yet, we'll see. Depends on how big this game is going to be in to upload. Because if I have to upload it twice, of course that's going to suck. If it's too big. So yeah, right now we're at 35 minutes, which is the average length of the game. So of a League of Legends game. Normally games end at 35 minutes, or well, on average they end at 35 minutes, which in my opinion means that you either have a 20-minute game or you have a 50-minute game, and that's more of my experience. I mean, most games don't last 35 minutes. Most of them either last like 40-45 minutes or 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. But you rarely see games. It's definitely not the standard that you see 35-minute games. But 20-minute games are the ones where people just are too far behind to ever come back. And 45-minute games are the normal games, kind of the balanced games, the ones that are normally, or well, were always on my channel. Nowadays I do a lot of games from viewers that are just random games. But yeah, you have the balanced games normally that take about 45 minutes. So yeah, lots of damage traded, but yeah, because both of them have a healer, it is not a really big deal. Tarek should really try to heal himself up. He is going to now, and he is also going to attempt to get a stun on someone across the wall. But their ward disappears while it gets taken out. So yeah, they couldn't really do anything about it. By the way, I cannot do anything obviously about the stream quality. It is the way it is. It is 720p, and I can't do anything about that. I can't make it any better. We got oh, he got the steal on blue there. Well, he stole his own blue, I guess. But yeah, that was well timed, and actually gets that blue, and Gragas with blue is of course a lot stronger than Gragas without blue. But that goes for any AP carry. So yeah, the enemy blue buff is still up. Well, not enemy, the blue buff. And yeah, they are really good at keeping those minions, or keeping those buffs on them at least. And wow, yeah, there you see it, Tarek doing the damage with his shield, but it didn't do any damage, even to the support. So it's more there for the armor buff than for anything else. It's not really useful as damage. Wow! Lots of damage going off on that Tarek. Tarek dies, meaning that they do get the oracles. And are they going to... Yeah, they are going to revive. Who's that? Cartus. And Cartus is actually going to get 1 kill, maybe 2 kills. Yes, he does grab the 2nd kill. He's going to land his ultimate, but that is not going to do anything because only 2 guys are still available and both of them were pretty high health, plus of course the spell shields from Nocturne takes that down immediately. So an inhibitor for the blue team, and they are going to retreat after that because Nocturne is still up and Nocturne is pretty dangerous. He's 4, 1 and 6. He is pretty fat, not as fat as Asriel, but Asriel is still way behind in minions. Yeah, this ultimate, they're going on the Tarek immediately, and that was pretty amazing. The ultimate from Asriel hitting everyone, but yeah, going for that Tarek is a really strange choice because Tarek really doesn't do a whole lot. So they do grab the kill on Gragas. Well, the Tarek grabs the kill on Gragas, and yeah, this Carthus revive is just awesome because he is going to get a whole lot done. He's going to land that last Q just as he dies, and then he can ult. So even if he didn't pick up that kill, he probably would have afterwards. Although she might have made it to the summoner platform. I don't know how long that takes from there on. So Mundo coming in to check on Baron, but there are 5 guys at Baron. They're not stopping though, and that is a mistake. They do grab the Baron, but they took so much damage that was unnecessary. And who comes out ahead here? I think the red team comes out ahead. And oh, he stays alive. Revive goes up. Oh, Graves wins that fight, no problem. But Cartus picks up 1 last kill. That was an ace for 2. Yeah. They took so much damage from that Baron. And from the enemies. But they still made it work. The Gragas ultimate only on Mundo. Yeah, that wasn't like the best, because they need to take out Cartus as soon as possible, as well as Asriel. But the smite is good this time. And yeah, it's just major damage coming out. Of course the blue team is very tanky, but the red team, yeah, they just have more damage. And that yeah, that Graves is just going to do a whole crap ton of damage. Cards, of course, is going to, or is already dead. Well, he's always already dead because he is undead. So, and they do pick up the last kill there on Tarek. So pretty well played. They still have 2 guys, no 3 guys I think, with the Baron buff. And it is currently still 2k gold between them only. So 2.5k. 3 turrets more for the 3 turrets and 1 kill more for the blue team. And yeah, there goes the Shirelias. So even though he has level 5 boots, he still uses the Shirelias to get that stun off. But of course it didn't do anything. Yeah, it was not a good opportunity. He shouldn't have used his Shirelias, but then again, it only has a minute cooldown. So it is okay to use it for a maybe opportunity. But it's just that, yeah, if there was a team fight right now, he wouldn't be able to deal with that. Curtis has ninja tabbies, by the way, to deal with that Graves in mid. That was a pretty amazing strategy. It, yeah, it didn't allow for, or it didn't allow the Curtis to just do nothing. He did have to get something of armor, and yeah, so he now does a little bit less damage because he doesn't have that spell penetration, which is cool. It is the way you want to play your game, of course. It's the way you yeah, you anticipate what the enemies are going to do, and yeah, in this case that resulted in well, worse boots for Kartus, but he still has plenty of damage. He still has 380 minions, which is awesome sauce. And another turret going down. 380 minions and 10 kills on him versus the 10 kills and I guess 340 minions on Graves. They are the two carries in these teams, and Asriel is still doing okay. He got killed once now, but he only has 300 minions, so he's about, well, 90 behind on Kartus, and that is a huge deal because Asriel needs to be able to farm that up, even in a lane against Gragas. So yeah, as the Korean commentators are saying, they do want to engage here. It's not working out for the red team. They are all very, very low. They're going to lose one guy only. No, he's actually still alive. No, now he's dead. Yeah, they pick up 2 kills. Forgot about the Kartus ultimate. So Kartus picks up 2 kills here, and it is a 1-for-2 trade. A Yorick for 2 of the enemies. So yeah, it was the red team, I think, that engaged there, and they came out, well, they didn't come out ahead there, but wow, a double kill for that Gragas, who made a big mistake going in there like that, because the AoE damage and the Qs from Kartus just completely tearing him apart. And here we go. I think it's the red team actually engaging here. So the wall goes down. No, the red team tried to go forward, but then didn't manage to. Yeah, and they indeed are the ones that were going to engage, and it didn't work out for them because yeah, Asriel was just free to do the damage, and yeah, since he is the most fed, or not the most fed, but well, one of the strongest champions on the enemy team, you definitely don't want to make to let him do that. And yeah, Kartus, he needed to die way earlier here. He still isn't dead. Well, he's going to die in the next fight, so not even in this team fight. And yeah, Graves knows at that point that it's over, because, well, he used his Guardian Angel. Guardian Angel, of course, great against that ultimate. So, Mundo with Oracles.
우리가 도망 못 가고 무조건 싸워야 된다 생각을 하고 사실은 그 앞쪽으로 파고 든 거였거든요.
녹턴이 약간 댄디 선수가 약간 성급한 판단이었다라는 생각이 좀 들죠. 천천히 보니까.
And Nocturne has an Oracles as well, so they know it's pretty good to keep an eye on everything, but also know that those Oracles are just hugely overpowered if they are on the right champion. So yeah, the wards are really easy to take down if they are on the right, if the Oracles is on the right champion, and therefore the Oracles, they kind of mess up the game, and they have been well, they have been trying to fix that for quite a while, but it still never left the test phase. The ultimate from Gragas puts everyone or splits everyone up, but it didn't actually work out because they could easily regroup. Yeah, Graves is still working hard here. Come on, can he get the kill? Yes, he can get the kill. Well, actually he was already dead, but he needed to do as much damage as possible to get that lifesteal going, because of course Graves lives off of lifesteal. He doesn't have a whole lot else. But does have that, I think that's 12% lifesteal from Wriggle's Lantern, and that should be enough to keep him alive normally if he has enough damage. And they are going for this Baron. That is really risky. The enemy team, of course, they suspect this, and they are going for this, and immediately trying to get the split on the team. Mundo split off from the other two. Come on, get the Taric. Yes, the Taric goes down, and Mundo may actually go down as well. Mundo, oh, they're not going for it. Mundo had the oracles, but they couldn't catch up. And getting that oracles is like another kill, but the gold is exactly equal again. And yeah, the Baron buff really the only thing that keeps the two teams, or that makes the difference between the two teams. And wow, just such a close match here. So yeah, that dragon fight, or Baron fight after the Baron, they just split the team apart, and yeah, they could just get that first kill on Taric pretty easily, and unfortunately could not catch the Mundo. And yeah, healing up the mana, buying another item. So what's his item? Oh, it's going to be a Bloodthirster right off the bat. So now he has up to 20% lifesteal. So it trades that Wriggle's Lantern for a Bloodthirster, making sure that he has more damage. And of course more lifesteal, which in my opinion is still the better thing about the Bloodthirster, the fact that it gives the highest lifesteal in the game. If there was an item that gave 25% lifesteal but no extra damage, or very limited amount of extra damage, pretty sure people would go for that. Because the lifesteal is what makes this such a great item. Of course, the fact that you get extra damage from it is also pretty good. But yeah, really, it's a little bit too powerful in the late game, lifesteal. Well, I guess in the mid to late game. And no, not a little bit. It's way too powerful. So 414 minions on Karthus now. 417 on Gragas, who has also been doing a great job of just raking in those minions. And yeah, they don't have enough range damage there. And is Asriel's team actually going to lose here? Because we still have a long way to play. It's not like it's over right now. Yeah, it's just that the red team currently has the Baron buff, and they are allowed to just roam free because the enemy team, so the blue team, really can't do anything about that. And they have the Baron buff on 4 of them, only Jarvan without it. So yeah, the siege of the base is going on here, and they really need to not make a mistake here, because they can easily still lose this team fight, since, as I said, they're pretty much equal. There is 3k gold between them now. Oh, almost dies, but he does stay alive because of that ultimate. He had his ultimate up from the moment he engaged, or they engaged, and this is not going to result in a kill for Karthus. It was pretty close though, but that Mundo still at a healthy amount of life, but not enough to defend this turret, obviously. They're going to grab an inhibitor, and wow, just wow. Oh wow! That ultimate almost killed Taric instantly, but they didn't want to kill Taric apparently. Oh! No, he didn't let his barrel explode. And yeah, they're going to push the top lane with the minions. And yeah, getting that top lane pushed is of course exactly what they need, because then someone needs to take care of that, and they grab another turret because of that. Because there was nothing to defend this. So currently 8-8 in the turrets. The blue team ahead by 2 kills, but also by, I believe, 2 barons. Did they? I don't know. Maybe. No, I believe 1 baron. They're 1 baron ahead. Is this the 2nd or the 3rd baron? I forgot. It doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, here this Mundo survive is really amazing, and then yeah, you have the Karthus almost instantly dying, and Karthus of course going to launch his ultimate, but the only one at risk is Nocturne, and Nocturne actually survives. So Karthus couldn't really do anything there in that fight. So yeah, because Karthus is their most fed champion, they really couldn't make it work. And this ultimate, they should have followed up on that, but they didn't. And yeah, then they it allows for Mundo to just push onto Graves, and because he can zone him out of that kill, Tarek actually gets away and gets to keep his oracles. And the oracles on Mundo, yeah, that's just there because he has too much gold probably. But the oracles on Tarek is not there because he has too much gold. It's there because he needs it. He is the support. He is supposed to take the oracles, and he definitely is behind on that on his build. So if they can take him down, that would definitely mean that the red team gets further ahead. Wow, there was a 3 versus 1 on Nocturne and they couldn't take him down. Not even close. Yeah, and that means that yeah, the blue team is very low, but not low enough to wow, come on. 2 more kills for the blue team and then for the red team, but oh, he has to run out. He's going to heal up on the minions, and Asriel is still available for killing, but he is going to... No, he's not going to recall. Wow, yeah, it's not going to matter. No, that wasn't good enough. Oh, come on! Wow. Wow, Asriel actually able to pick off that kill. That was amazing. That was just because he had the blue buff on him, and I think used some skills on that or something like that, because normally Asriel would not be able to do that because his Sheen effect only triggers once every 2 seconds, so it triggers like 2 or 3 times in a fight like that. I think 2 times. And those times he does really major damage, but not so much for the rest. So the blue team, yeah, they started off really badly in this team fight, but then Karthus just picks up the pace and gets 3 kills here. Well, not actual kills, but well, 2 triggers on the Guardian Angels. Then they pick up this kill, and yeah, the Jarvan gets out, but Graves is going to get out as well. And yeah, this is the most amazing part in my opinion. The last part, yeah, the fact that Karthus gets out is not a problem. He uses his ultimate, that's also not a problem. And then yeah, the Graves just used all of his skills on that blue buff, and it's just not going to have anything except for just the basic attacks. Finally a quick draw because he has enough, and then I think he hits the blue buff. I think he hit the blue buff right there, and that's why he didn't get the kill. But if he just didn't use that much mana, he would have won. If he just had his Q up, his Q and quick draw, so the buckshot I believe that is, and quick draw, he would have easily won that fight. So the blue buff, sorry, the blue team gets the Baron, and the blue team actually getting a free kill on Jarvan there. Jarvan not able to get away out of his own ultimates. Oh, so sad. Anyhow, we have the whole blue team now pushing the mid lane, and it is 5 versus 4, so they should be able to push up and kill the inhibitor. But the red team still ahead. Of course, it doesn't matter in this case because, well, if one champion is dead, then you're pretty much still behind, even though you're ahead in gold. Man, they put so much damage on that Mundo, but he is still alive, and they're still not going to catch him. And are they going to be able to put out enough damage in this next team fight now? Oh, an overextending Yorick taking 50% damage straight off without doing anything. And yeah, of course you go in on that. So 2 kills for the red team, and it's going to get worse. 3 kills for the red team, 3 kills for Graves even. 4 kills for Graves, and almost gets a pentakill. I think the Korean commentators realized that as well. Oh, he did get a pentakill. Okay, let's watch that again. I thought he missed one, but I may have just missed one of the portraits. They're going to rewatch this. They have to. I mean, they have to. But yeah, this is what Graves does in the late game. This is what Vayne does in the late game, and this is why Ezreal is really good in that early game, but not in the late game unless he gets really fed. Come on, let's watch that last fight, man. I'm going to wait for a little bit, and I hope they will show that last fight, because that would be awesome. Yeah, they are going to watch the last fight again, and let's just see if he actually gets a pentakill, because this was definitely a big mistake on the blue team. This overextending from Yorick, that was the first part of that mistake. Also, Mundo being that low, that was just no good. And yeah, the red team patiently waits for someone to engage, and there we go. Oh, he gets his first kill as well. Okay, I did not see that first kill, I think, because then he gets 4 kills in a row, and I think I just missed that first kill because I was watching what happened in the rest of the fight. But yeah, because I can't read the Korean name for pentakill, I can't really see that it was a pentakill, but yeah, it was a pentakill. And an ace, of course. Very well played, and a very exciting match. To be honest, much more exciting because of the Korean commentators. But still, a very well played match, and definitely we didn't know who was going to win until that last team fight, and that's what makes the good games. So anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!